Today we are bringing everything trending from the week straight to you with timestamps if you'd like to skip to any part of the video. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels and welcome back to everything that you missed that was trending this week. Guys, this is where we cover it all, everything that went viral. I will say, a little bit of a slow week, but we have some definite interesting things that have been going on. The only thing, as always, that we don't talk about is anything controversial or not allowed on YouTube platforms. But let's start off with something controversial, but still very, very gross. We made a whole video talking about it. It's the Pokimane Editor situation. So, listen to this video. It's absolutely insane. This is the reason why Pokimane had to fire her editor.
Hey, do you have time to talk? I'm ready to finally tell you why I've been struggling so much with deadlines. And I said, oh, like, great. Hopefully this is something that we can fix.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I was busy with school. Maybe it's a stressful job. I want to do the best I can, and I'm having some editing issues. Maybe I need a new PC. What could it possibly be?
Tell me why he proceeds to tell me that the reason why he would sometimes turn around videos a week or two late is because he couldn't stop.
Spit it out.
Touching himself?
It's unbelievable that somebody actually admitted that to Pokimane. And I know Pokimane has a whole army of people that are doing that to her, but your editor, man, you're a couple weeks late because you're doing that? Like, let's finish to hear what she's saying.
I was trying to pick which word to use.
I wonder what word he actually used.
To me, his, in a way, employer of many, many months. When I tell you I've never halted a conversation so fast, because I'm like, you are the person that I send like hours of footage to.
I don't know if she stuttered when she said footage or if she's actually talking about like there's feet. I don't know what she does in the streams. Like maybe she has her feet up on her desk or her bed or something like that. I don't really know. I was wondering if she actually just stuttered there, if she was alluding to something.
I don't want to know what you're.
It's crazy though because first of all, it's disgusting. We made a whole video talking about it. If you're interested, you can find that on the channel in the recent videos. But man, could you imagine walking up to your boss and being like, hey, sorry, I didn't do my job. I was busy wagging it. But this is something that I talked about in my video. I don't understand what the goal was here. Did you expect Pokimane to be like, oh my God, well, that's a problem. That's a problem. You're addicted to touching yourself? How about I fly right down there and help you out with that, Mr. Editor? Like, I don't understand, like, what the plan was with this. Why would you admit something like that? Insane, guys. We live in an absolute clown world. But again, this is probably the thing that went trending most this week. And I'm open to the possibility, too, that Pokimane was just looking for headlines. I'm not above that. But let's continue on to another video. This is crazy, guys. This is absolutely crazy. You guys got to check this out. So, this is all Unreal Engine 5. I don't know if there's music. I don't recall what the video was, but how real this looks, I don't know if it'll look good maximized. Yeah, you know what? We'll play it in Reddit. Just keep it. It's under interesting as fuck. This is one of the most top voted Reddit posts, one of the most talked about Reddit posts on the entire platform today. So let's take a look at this. This is all Unreal Engine 5. Look at that. That's crazy. Dude, it looks real. It looks entirely real. Look at that. Crazy. Unreal Engine 5 is incredible. Unbelievable. Like, oh. Dude. It's unbelievable what technology is becoming. I don't know about you guys, but I personally find this stuff fascinating. Crazy, dude. Absolutely crazy. I'm interested to see what a couple comments are saying. I almost dropped my phone. I hate jump scares. I still jumped even without the audio. Oh, man. Is that everybody? My body took a screenshot. Is that what everybody's talking about? One of these days, we're going to have to start calling it Real Engine. This is wild. I know. Like, it's really crazy what technology is becoming. Unreal Engine is absolutely fantastic, man. So I totally get why that was one of the biggest things that have been going on this week. It's crazy. I can't wait to see what games are like when my daughter grows up. I just had if you didn't come from another channel, I just had a baby. She's 2 months old. What happens when she's like 15? What are the games going to look like over here? But let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. A sad update. A little bit something unfortunate, but I'll bring you over to Dexter over here. Twitter and X will now allow labeled adult content, especially in profile pictures and headers. This is sad news because one of the biggest problems with the platform right now is everybody being upset with a bunch of PORN bots everywhere. They're in the replies. The OnlyFans girl is saying, click links in my bio. And unfortunately, it's another reason why young men shouldn't have social media. It's ruining their fertility. It is damaging people from the inside out. And it's sad to see that Elon Musk and Twitter are now supporting this thing. At the very least, I know people wanted to see a filter for this stuff, but as of right now, they're just allowing it. And I know a lot of people were talking about this just being them not being able to solve the problem with corn, but I feel like they would be able to. I don't know. Of course, I don't know anything about development, and it could be a lot harder or easier said than done, but it's just disappointing, man. I could go into the whole anti-corn thing, but I'm sure you guys don't want to necessarily hear that today. Let's keep going on to the next post. Still sticking around with social media, though. I want to bring you over to Unilad, guys, because Instagram is bringing an update that a lot of people are actually saying could be the end of Instagram for them personally. Now, I have gotten off of using Instagram. I don't really use it anymore. I was using it a lot in high school, but after that, and getting married, I haven't found a use for it, right? Anyways, I'll bring you to a little part of this article because Instagram is considering testing, or they're starting to test rolling ads for you while you're scrolling, unskippable ads. So an ad might be skippable after 5 seconds, and then a double ad was brought in with one not being skippable. While Instagram's format makes this not viable in the same way that it is on YouTube, the new feature reportedly adapts for this on Instagram's model. It's an unskippable ad, but in a different format. Rather than being at the start of a video, the unskippable element is part of the scrolling. Essentially, when you hit one of these adverts, you'll be prevented from scrolling until a certain amount of time has passed. So similar to YouTube, you'll be forced to watch an ad until it moves on, unless you put down your phone or deliberately mute it and look away out of spite. So that's something that's coming to Instagram. That's something that Instagram is testing. And I got to say, it's shocking that it took them this long. It's too bad that it's not like TikTok where you can just keep scrolling through it. That's what I really like. I'm shocked that TikTok doesn't have unskippable ads, to be honest with you, but it was a long time coming. I don't know if this is actually going to take a hit on Instagram at all. I feel like people are just going to suck it up. Maybe there'll be a premium feature without ads. That's something that a lot of people would be very, very opposed to. They'll just continue complaining and using the app. So I don't really know what to think about that. Regardless, Instagram, long time coming. Update coming. Let's keep going. We have a couple things to talk about in regards to movies today that actually went viral. And the first one is, and I apologize, I might be pronouncing her name wrong, Evangeline Lilly announced that she's stepping away from acting. Now, a lot of people said that she is going to be back. I'm still kind of on that. I don't know. I don't know how old she is, actually. I don't know what prompted her to do this. It was just like, hey, Wasp is retiring, okay? Wasp is gone, and a lot of people have been, yeah, see, a lot of people have been really making fun of that and really not caring, and there's a lot of, okay, I was about to say, a lot of people, too, are posting things like another baddie loss, heartbreaking, people are posting pictures that are, shocker, I'm gonna miss her, I don't know what movie this is, but there's a lot of people just really not caring Ant-Man 3 was that bad. Yeah, I wonder if it was like the backlash for Ant-Man 3, because that movie was garbage, absolutely garbage, but there's no really story on it. We just know that she is supposedly retiring. Let's keep going to the next post, though, guys. Let's keep going. I want to bring you over to Drama Alert because Bobby Lee apologized to George Janko for the, harassment claim. When you walked off set, I was confused by it. I don't remember trying to touch you, but if I did, I'm sorry. And this is something that we've been talking about for a little while, the drama between George Janko and Logan Paul. He walked off the Bobby Lee podcast because Bobby Lee was touching him. I watched their entire podcast together, and Bobby Lee was being very dishonest. He goes, if I did that, I'm sorry. I don't remember doing it, but if I did that, as if you don't remember just, harassing a man. He's just not taking accountability for it. So I want to bring you to this clip over here, and maybe we'll react to it together. Let's keep going. I'll just mute it, or I'll turn it down just a little bit. Let's watch.
I never had a problem with Bobby Lee.
No, he knows
I
that.
had a problem with the way that Logan and you were kind of gassing him to keep doing. He started the episode putting his balls in my face.
And this apparently was all cut from Impulsive. I haven't watched that episode. I can't find it anywhere. I've looked for it, but apparently it was cut, and that's why.
I let that one go. Then every 2 seconds, he kept grabbing my dick.
I don't think...
How would you feel?
But okay, so this picture we've seen, but at the same time, it's not that long. So I would imagine he's reaching back to grab it.
If a man that has his back completely towards you, that only turns around to grab your dick,
right?
Talk shit.
Do you think, actually, I don't know about this. Is that, liable under self-defense if you want to just clock somebody for that? If you want to just, choke them out? I don't know, actually. If anybody knows about that down below, please let me know, because I actually don't know if you were to touch a guy. I know for a girl, and I know it's a double standard, but it's an understandable double standard. If you did it to a girl, you couldn't bury the guy further to the ground. But this is also fighting words. I just don't know if the laws are similar.
To your face, and you can't smack or beat the living brakes off of this guy.
Yeah.
Because Logan makes me apologize to this man, or I don't have a job on Impulsive anymore.
Yeah, and this is the big drama about it, too. And, of course, I thought they were going to go into the Bobby Lee clip over here. So, George Janko this is nothing new that we were talking about. He was opening up to Mike, and this is one of the big reasons why they've been having so many problems on Impulsive, right? But Bobby Lee then went on George Janko's show and said that he didn't remember it and said, I truly apologize for doing that to you, but I don't remember that. If I did it, I'm sorry. Like, as if you don't remember. Like, the guy just refused to take accountability for it, and they were okay, but he was still being a little bit disrespectful throughout the entire episode. He just seemed like he didn't want to be there, and he wanted to kind of clear his name to all the George fans. Really, really strange. But let's keep going. Let's keep going to the next part, guys. I want to bring you over to X Lounge on Twitter. The Fortnite streamer who just pleasured himself on stream got banned and is now begging for money. He claims he staged a video. This is something that I am not going to show you because, of course, it's the actual video. Unfortunately, I have seen it. It was everywhere this week. So a Fortnite streamer thought he ended his stream, literally just went into bed and started pleasuring himself. It's understandable for him to get banned from both Fortnite and whatever he is now, whatever he was streaming on. I would imagine it's Twitch. That's completely understandable. You can't, even if it was a mistake, you cannot do that. You cannot make that mistake. That's not okay, okay? And now that he's claiming that he staged the video, I think that's crazy. Why would you stage something like that? That's ridiculous. So I wish I could show that to you, but I am glad that I'm not showing it to you. Actually, I don't wish I could show that to you. It's just, unfortunately, you'd have to listen to me yap about it. But I have one more thing I want to bring you guys back over today, because trending this week from discussing film was a quote from Robert Downey Jr. I don't know if it was from Variety.com. I don't know if he did an interview, but anyways, Robert Downey Jr. reveals he is surprisingly open-minded to the idea of returning as Iron Man. It's just crazily my DNA, probably the most like me character I've ever played, even though he was way cooler than I am. He doesn't need money. Can't be about that, right? But this is something that a lot of people are not happy about because of the state that Marvel's in over here, because who doesn't love money? But he doesn't need any. He doesn't need any. So I imagine it's literally just to get back into the cloud. Everybody loves Iron Man. Everybody talking about Robert Downey Jr. I would imagine it's a little bit more like that. And this is another quote. I remember saying this actually. And look, I always say never ever bet against Kevin Feige. It is a losing bet. He's the house. He will always win. Another, call introspective piped up. I would definitely love to see him return in some way. Just more concerned for the way he returns not being good. So no matter what they do, I'm convinced, I always thought they would bring Robert Downey Jr. back as Iron Man because Marvel's fallen apart. And then if we found out that Iron Man were to come back, everybody would, of course, go see that movie. But they're just going to absolutely destroy his character, destroy everything we loved about Iron Man. And then we're going to ruin the memories that we have of Endgame and Iron Man's story. The decade was perfect. The story came to an end. It was a perfect ending for him. They're going to find a way to bring him back. They're going to absolutely cook it. It's going to be horrible. Marvel's falling off a cliff, man. I don't see Iron Man returning, fixing that at all. Robert Downey Jr. can do a great job, but there's no chance that it ends up being good. Guys, let me know what you thought about everything that was trending this week. I would imagine the Pokimane thing is probably the biggest, but what I found most interesting was definitely the Unreal Engine 5 thing. Let me know what you think about everything down below, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching. Check out this video on screen right here if you'd like to continue watching the channel. YouTube thinks you will like this video the best on the channel. I will see you over there, guys. Take care.